back to Kevin's European Garage. It's such a wonderful, lovely New England, Boston weather day. And I am on my way to get my car fixed because, I don't know if you can hear this in the background, I'm rocking the open header sound right now. I'm headed off to Ray Team Auto in Waltham, Massachusetts to have them weld in some new flex sections. So I've known that the flex sections on my catalytic converters have been bad for some time now. They've been rattling. For a little while I have put some worm clamps on them to just kind of quiet them down. And after time that didn't do anything anymore. That the outside mesh was just completely gone, and what was just left was the bellow on the inside. So eventually the bellow let go, and now I've got a pretty much an open header on one of them. So I'm taking it somewhere to get it replaced, and what they're going to do is they're going to cut out the section and put in a new flex section. I originally was thinking that I should try to do it myself, but then I started looking at, well, you know, I don't have a welder, I don't have a acetylene torch, and it's not going to be easy because I'm going to have to do it on jack stands. So what I'm going to have to do is jack up the car really, really high so I can get to work on it underneath, so I can pull everything apart. But then I'd have to work on step stools to reach down inside the car, so that doesn't really work out that well. Going back and forth, up and down like that. Having a lift would be ideal, but I don't have a lift in my garage yet. So eventually one day I will, but right now I don't. So that's what it is. And another solution is to buy new catalytic converters and just put those things on. But the problem with that is there's an aftermarket company in Canada, and they're not exactly cheap, and they have a tiered warranty system. So I'm not too sure if I want to deal with something like that. You know, they got like a couple-year warranty, but the catalytic converters are kind of expensive. I think it's like $700 or something like that for each pipe, and then I still have to go through all this stuff to get it off. Disconnecting the bottom exhaust portion is not that hard, but taking it off the manifold, if something sticks, if one of the bolts gets frozen, well, that's a lot of work. I don't have a acetylene torch and have to go buy that, so I'm looking at a lot of money. This way over here, where I'm going to go have someone replace the flex sections, well, it's not ideal, I guess, in one way, because I still have older catalytic converters. I got 110,000 miles on the car, but I've never had a problem with them. So I'm just gonna roll the dice on it, and hopefully everything's fine. Because if I went with aftermarket catalytic converters, I'm looking at like $700, $800 each or something like that. Factory ones are like $1,200 something a piece, $1,200 or $1,300 a piece. This should fix everything, and this car should be nice and quiet. So I'm off to Ray Team Auto to go look at my car. They finally got it up on the lift, and we can see what's going on with it. Here you can see that the O2 sensors have been removed and the heat shield is off. And this is pretty much what they've got done at this point. And next we're going to move to underneath the vehicle. We're going to see where the clamp has been removed, which is actually the clamp that broke between the front pipe and the back pipe, and that's where the clamp is right there. And going up to the front, you really can't see much. You can't see much at all. And right here, that's where the pipe breaks, where the flex section breaks on the pipe holder. That's where it snaps. And here is a look at it, the two pipes off the car. Coming next is where you can see the work on the vehicle. It's pretty tight. You can see the pipes are back on there, and that's what they look like when they're all welded together. Again, you can see going down from the top view, it is really tight, and that's what it looks like. Another picture of their welding job. And the last and final one over here, we can see from up top the view what it looks like with these things weld together. They kind of intertwine. Okay, so it's been a few weeks since I've had my exhaust work done. I can tell you it's been it's been such a pleasure to drive the car now, because for a while it was just rattling, it was squeaking. Every time you hit a bump, it would rattle. Oh, it was horrible. And then it finally broke, like I showed you. What actually ended up happening was that clamp, that the bolt that held it together actually just snapped, and that's what gave me that really, really loud exhaust sound. And at that point, like I said, I parked the car and just said, whatever. But I'm glad I finally got it fixed. It's been bothering me for a while. I just haven't had time. I've been having more fun working on this. Doing stuff on this car. This is a lot more fun than working on the Cayenne. Not that I don't mind working on the Cayenne, but, you know, it's the Cayenne. It's a daily driver. But I do still have some stuff coming up in soon for the Cayenne, like this. So I'll be doing the front brakes. I'll be doing the power stop kit consisting of the front rotors, the pads, and some new wear sensors. So that's what I have coming next. But like, unfortunately, you didn't see a lot of footage because my work schedule didn't meet up with when they were working on the car. So I just kind of couldn't make it there, and that's just the way it is. But luckily enough, Ray Team Auto was nice enough to take some pictures for me, and that's what you saw before this. Thanks for watching Kevin's European Garage. I hope you liked this video. Subscribe to my channel, and watch out for my next video that's coming up on how to do the front brakes on this 2013 Porsche Cayenne. All right, we'll see you soon.